Hey guys, it's Saturday. I am Calibus Ran, and I'm bringing you some of the throwbacks from the Cosmic Portal itself as we go back. Now, I know you guys have been seeing a lot of the stuff, and you're like, "Man, this guy's a Star Trek fan." Oh well, I'm a fan of Star Trek, Star Wars, Batman, and this falls right in the line of what I'm talking about. We had Mr. Chester Tripp and his wife Leanne Tripp on our show, and he has a connection to Batman, and that just blew my mind. But Chester has done some of the more crazier stunts. I mean, that you guys have seen, and you probably don't even know it. His wife too. I believe they tell you how they met, and oh my God, this woman was jumping off buildings, and you know what I mean. After having these two on the show, and then of course having uh, Dennis and his friends on the show, I am not as starstruck as I used to be. I'm more interested now in the stunt people because they're the guys that make these stars look so good. You know what I mean? I mean, they make your superstars the superstars. Because without these people, their shows would be boring. So, let's get into it right after this. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. I am of course Calibus Rand, aka Caliph, son of Kolar, and with me is Katala, and we have a special guest with his wife with us today here on the Proud Warriors of Kronos, Mr. Chester Tripp, who
Hello.
is a stuntman. And yeah, I'm pretty sure you're wondering where we're leading to this. Of course, this being a Klingon show, he was a stuntman, a Klingon stuntman. So we're gonna sit here and chat with him for a while, and go down the road and talk about him and his career and what he saw and what he experienced. I want to welcome you, sir. You and your lovely wife.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
So, how did you even? Well, let's just start with the basics. How did you break into getting into doing stunts and stuff?
That's too funny. And you would ask, and my wife is so modest. I would have never. I got into stunts in Dallas, Texas, through an ad in the paper. And then she came to the school. We were doing stunts, and she wanted to be a stunt woman, and we both met each other there. I was an instructor doing high falls off of tall buildings and stuff. She came to the school and we got together. She was one of the highest high fallers there at 8 stories, 80 feet off it. And so as soon as I saw her fall, she looked great right away. She didn't need much instruction. And then we started dating not long after that. And like I say, we fell for each other. I told you that before. We fell out the same building. I fell 10 stories, she fell 8, and we started dating. We fell for each other literally. So that's how I broke in, and then moved from there to Los Angeles because she said you need to get out of here because Dallas, Texas is not a big market. So we sold everything, our house, cars, everything, and we went to LA, and I didn't have a job, so I started working as an extra. She supported us for the whole time while I was trying to get my foot in the door. So, and I would go to the studios, and they'd turn me away and say no, get out of here, and I'd have to try to sneak in sometimes and meet people, and had to go through all that, and then got my break on Baywatch and Batman Returns, and started meeting people that were, as a stuntman, you got to be able to really take it, the beatings, and you got to be pretty physical, and I was, because I went out to LA to do the American Gladiators competition, so I qualified real high for that show, and then the stunt coordinator for Star Trek. And he said, "You'd make a good stuntman, but I can't use you from Dallas." And so, like I said, my wife helped support us. We came out here, and she got a job
There.
right away. We're out here, out there, yeah,
Yeah,
LA.
I don't live in LA anymore.
Yeah, we're not there anymore, but yeah, she supported me and us while I got my foot in the door, and then luckily she was able to quit work after that and be a mom.
Yeah, he got his SAG card, his Screen Actors Guild card in '91. He's been a member ever since.
So,
we're skilled.
Well, before we get into the Klingon thing of it, you were in Batman Returns.
yeah, Michael Keaton. Yeah, Batman Returns. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that as you can see in the
I
back,
saw that. Yeah, and I know that stunt
I'm a
Batman.
big Batman fan.
Yeah. So,
Oh
the
man.
funny,
So
Now I was muted. Whoa. I had to put the headphones on for that one because, oh my God, again, I'm introduced to someone who's in the industry, who's a part of the Batman legacy. As you can tell, he was talking about Michael Keaton and his wife. How surreal is that? These two fell in love falling off of a building. That's the type of stuff, truly, these two are the one of the greatest couples I've ever met. I mean, that love story alone, falling off a building each other. They were stunt people. They sold everything. She supported the family while he went out there and tried to get into the door into Hollywood. And then, boom, he got his big break. And we had um, Mr. Tripp and his wife back on, Mrs. Tripp, back on another time too. And they are the sweetest people. They love to talk about it. And Chester's son actually is now following in their footsteps as a stunt person. So it's a family business. I mean, just it's just great to have guests like that on. And to them and the people like them, I truly thank you because you guys had opened up a world to me that I never even thought about. You know what I mean? And boom, now I'm more interested really to have the stunt people on our shows than anything else because they are the unsung heroes of the industry. So, thank you for joining me again. Saturdays, the Porter Room. I am Calibus Rand, and us to you. Life, prosperity, and health.